There are many victims of gang stalking, and Tyra Spaulding was one of them. She was a very brave person, and I would like to encourage awareness of the phenomenon while sharing her testimony. I call it metasurveillance because it goes far beyond regular stalking. Targets are being surveilled, including their thoughts. On one side stand government projects like Cultra, shadows of state power and experimentation. On the other side stands cults and religions like Scientology, which claim that people can reach a level where they are able to control others from a distance, create illusions perceivable by others at will, attain collective consciousness, use telepathy, and more.
Man, my life is full of so many stories. Like, things just keep happening. Like, it's a roller coaster over here, guys. A roller coaster. Every day I get up, it's something else. Perhaps this is the perfect thing that I should be doing. Like, actually video and show you guys the craziness that goes on in my life. And this is some serious stuff, like, but I definitely feel like when you guys hear the story of what the hell happened to me while I've been here, you'll understand. You'll understand for sure. I think so. Because no normal person could have survived what I did. Like, it was a battle. Like, something actually happened. Like, man, when you guys hear the story, it's going to be so unbelievable. So unbelievable. I still can't believe that happened. What am I even saying? I'm like mixing up my words. Anyway.
She terminated the employment relationship because of the things that happened to targets at the workplace, and because of the resulting behavior that is considered as craziness by common people. She faced pressures for a long time, and what she went through was far beyond ordinary gaslighting.
Alright, let me jump to the main event, which is basically the main reason why I want to leave this firm. And also why I want to walk away from this church, because, guys, disclaimer, my dad was a Freemason. He passed away in 2017, but he was a Freemason, and I don't know if the events that have been happening recently have anything to do with that, but oh Lord have mercy, how do I even say this? Help me, Lord, help me. So I basically got a job, a commercial gig. I normally get these commercial gigs, but this one was a little bit different, in the sense that I believe I was being tested somehow. It sounds weird, but it was almost as if I was in a game or some form of orchestrated world where the people around me were a part of something, and they were trying to show me stuff, like open my eyes to certain things. Like, it felt very set up. There were a lot of clues and like messages, and even like the people, they would say something and I'm like they were signaling to me. I feel like I'm going to sound crazy, but I feel like it needs to be said, because I feel like they tried to make me go crazy. By they I mean whoever orchestrated this whole thing, Like, I would be looking at a person and I could tell that they knew somehow that I was looking at them, and they were doing things because I was looking at them. I don't want to sound like a crazy nut job, but guys, this is actually what happened. And like, even there was a person there while I was on the job, and I can't even explain this. But basically, I feel like I was being tested, guys. Let's just call it that. I was being tested. Like, they tested my knowledge, and I was basically exhausted by the end of the activities. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to be painted as a lunatic, because up to now I still don't understand a lot of the stuff that happened while I was on that job. But anyway,
there are orchestrated situations at the workplace, leading targets to become crazy or look crazy. I found myself in a very similar situation, but I realized that it was set up to force me to act crazy, so I didn't follow. However, the harassment continued. Every day they talked about a person who was doing things that I had done the day before. It became obvious they talked about me, so I thought my electronics were hacked and they were kind of spying on me. Later, they made it clear that they also knew my thoughts. From my perspective, which includes many other experiences, there is no doubt that telepathy is real. Most targets believe it is achieved by technology, like remote neural monitoring invented by the government, but I think telepathy can also be a psychic ability of some people or other beings. It seems to be very wicked and evil, but obviously we cannot get any help from the police because it is impossible to obtain evidence that would actually prove something.
Man, I'm remembering some things that I saw even after the job was finished. Some things like at my house, some things out of this world, guys. Completely out of this world. I can't even say them. It feels illegal to say what I saw. And I know it sounds like I'm a crazy person right now, and it sounds like I'm a bit of a lunatic, but I'm not crazy. And someone or something tried to open my eyes to see, and open my ears too, to just a whole other world. Anyway, let me not go on and on and on and ramble. But basically, after I got this job, I was really, really sleep deprived. I got home at like after 3 in the morning, and I didn't get much sleep, and then I got up, went to work. So I was already in a state of mind. And guys, I'm just going to say exactly what happened. I felt compelled when I was at work to get up out of my office and go on this treasure hunt at my office. Like, I don't know if it was sorcery or witchcraft, or maybe I really was just losing it.
The harassment then continued at home, at job interviews, at the gym, and in other places. In this stage, people make noisy sounds as a response to thoughts and feelings. At least in my case, it is like that. It seems that they hate when I give them attention in my mind. A brutal bang or screechy scraping follows. The causality is clear. There are particular thoughts and feelings first, and the noise appears as a reaction. If my mind and the noises were recorded at the same time, I would have proof then. I also heard the noises from my security camera recordings, so they are not a form of hallucination. I don't hear voices from voice-to-skull technology, like some targets claim they do. Maybe it is another stage, or these claims are created by the bad guys, also known as gangs talkers, to bring more confusion.
And then at the end of it, there was like a helicopter like circling. There was a helicopter circling and like signaling to me. Just one bag of madness. One bag of madness. Almost like I was being led to lose my mind. Anyway, by the end of this whole treasure hunt, I was downstairs, like at the bottom of the complex, and guys, long story short, everybody tried to convince me that I was losing my mind, and they were like, "Oh, Tyra, you're not well." And this one guy that works like in the complex, in the office beside me, he was like, "Oh, Tyra, you should come with me and like let me take you home or whatever, like you're clearly not well." And I was like, "No, I don't want to go with you, go away." And then somehow my family ended up at my workplace. Who called them? I don't know. My family was there and they were like, "Tyra, you're not well, come with us, like come with us." And I was like, "What? Like, how did you even get here?" "No, like, I don't want to come with you. I don't understand. None of this is making any sense to me." And like, I knew the whole treasure hunt crap, it wasn't making any sense to me either, but I don't know if it's a spell or what, but I felt like I had to just go through it. Like, there was no way around it but to just go through it and see where I ended up, basically. So anyway, by this time it was like night and my family was there and they were like, come with us. And I was like, no. And so I was sitting there in the building and I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave on my own accord because these people are all acting weird and they're all trying to convince me that I am out of my mind. So I tried to leave. They all prevented me from leaving. So like, this is where most of the confusion was, because I was like talking to them. I was like, so why are you guys preventing me from leaving? I don't understand. Like, you guys were just saying, come with us. And now that I'm trying to leave, you're preventing me from leaving. Guys, I tried to leave that building. I had to fight. Literally physical fight. And they were preventing me from leaving. At one point, I screamed out my lungs. And nobody came to my rescue. Like, that's when I was like, oh, looks like a setup. Like, it was set up this way. I don't know. Anyway, I fought and I realized there was like 5 people, holding me back, saying, no, we can't let you leave. So I stopped fighting because I was like, I can't, bro, I'm not Samson. Like, I can't fight you guys. So I stopped fighting. And then, because I know I'm fast, bro, I sprinted. It's like they turned their back, or they stopped, wrestling with me for a little bit, and I sprinted and I tried to jump over the gate, and I reached like on top of the gate, and they held me. They grabbed me, like pinned me to the gate, and they were like, Tyra, you're not leaving. And while I was on top of that gate, a car pulled up, like right in front of the gate, because the gate was like closed, so I was trying to like jump over it, and the car pulled up right in front of the gate, as if to say, even if I do make it over the gate, Like, he was going to prevent me from leaving. Guys, I don't know what the hell this was. But I just realized I just had to see it through to the end. Then, so they got me down off of the gate. And I realized that this might be like a real setup. Anyways, someone called the police. And, you know, I was like, you guys are holding me against my will. Like, at this point, I stopped, like, trying to fight back. I stopped trying to get free. I was just like, do you guys have a warrant for my arrest? Like, why is the police here? I don't understand. And then they were like, no, Tara, we have to take you away. And I was like, all right. And so I went in the police car. My family went with me. And they took me to the University of the Hospital of the West Indies. And they chained me, strapped me to a bed. Guys, as if I was restraining, or as if I was resisting. I wasn't resisting, but they strapped me to a bed. And boy, I can't even say what I saw in the hospital. I can't even say it. It's too much. It's too much for the average person's mind. Like, you guys, you wouldn't understand it. You wouldn't be able to comprehend, basically, what the hell I went through while I was at that hospital. Anyway.
The helicopter doesn't sound so crazy if you consider all the circumstances involved in metasurveillance, also known as gangs talking. I don't know what is going on or why it is happening, but it feels like nothing less than a military or demonic level. I'm not a religious person, and while I try to be down to earth, I think it's more of an organism behind the scenes, like a hive-minded parasite or aliens with creepy technology. I don't believe that a main goal of Big Pharma is money. I am afraid the system is actually being abused to keep something safe or to leave us more vulnerable to the harvesting of human energy called lush, prana, chi, or life force in general. You can also imagine something like Reiki being used systematically to provide power to those at the top of the pyramid.
That's not even half of the story, guys. That's not even half of the story. Like, so many things. So many other things happened that I can't even... It's unfathomable. Like, I can't even mention it. Oh, even, like, my boss was there. And he was like, oh, come, Tyra, you're not well. My boss and the HR manager, they were like, Tyra, you're not well. Man, it felt like the world was against me, like the world came down on me. And up to now, I still don't understand it. Was it an attempt to drive me insane? And if it was, orchestrated by who? Like, I don't understand. And so that's like the main event that happened that really makes me want to leave this place.
Regular job is often exhausting, but in the case of targets, some energy draining system may be also involved. Then work and life in general seems to be unbearable and simply not worth trying.
And it's sad that that's the way things are, but I mean, what else is a person to do? What else? Account and then linking it.
I think this kind of knocking, 2 or more knocks in a row, is quite unnatural, and it is very familiar for me. But of course, it may be just a coincidence in Tyra's case. I am afraid you cannot perceive it in any other way, unless you've lived as a target yourself.
And who knows, maybe what's going to happen to me is No, let me not think like that. I was going to say perhaps after I'm gone and let my death starts announcing everywhere. People will, stumble upon, or they will start to research who I am, and then probably, I don't understand, like, it's like I'm in an impossible situation right now. And then do I, delete the video? Because it kind of puts, the company in a bad light. A little bit. But then that would just be kind of covering up the truth, or covering up how I genuinely felt. Like, I don't know. Something is a little bit off. Something is just a little bit off somewhere, and I can't put my finger on it. I can't quite say what it is. Something's not adding up. But honestly, still, I think that therapy session might have saved my life, because I was actually planning to pull the plug. I mean, who knows? I had a date set, exactly what I was gonna do. Who knows? Maybe I'll still do it. I don't know. Maybe these videos are my, what would you say now? My testimony. Because honestly, the whole job thing aside, I honestly feel like I've mostly given up. I mean, the therapy was good, yes, it helped me, but at the end of the day, even the therapist said the decision is mine. And
therapy almost saved her life. Tyra wasn't mentally ill, so the help she was receiving wasn't the kind of help she needed. She was a victim, and nobody believed her. Some people would still be alive if they had known that what was happening to them actually has a name, and that they are not alone. If you know any targets, let them know about this. They should pursue calmness, and don't react if it makes them look crazy. As targets, they also need good headphones with an active noise-canceling function. It's a shield against the constant intrusion. We can all benefit from relaxing music. For working, I recommend online radio called AM Ambient, and for daydreaming and reading a book, sleeping pill radio is a great choice.
I think this world is truly evil, and evil only. It was set up by evil men, wicked people, corrupt people, and honestly, I think the separation between God and man is that God, this is my theory, God cast us down here to earth to live, to see that we really don't have things figured out as much as we think we do. I think only two places exist, two realms, which is with God and without God. So I think without God is here on earth, like what we can see, the universe itself that is unfolded right before our eyes, like what we see. And with God is what we can't see. And it's not here on earth. It's in another place. It's in a place perhaps far away that we can't see, we can't hear, we can't touch.
We are used to bearing injustices and disrespect. So if you are about to piss yourself laughing at Target's opinions, go ahead. If you dismiss it all as mental illness and suggest professional help, understand that what you're really delivering is another insult.